Hey guys, welcome back to another Nintendo video here on the channel. Today, I want to go through the Wii U eShop with you guys and talk about some of the things that we're going to be missing when the eShop closes, specifically on the Wii U. If you guys enjoy this video, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe for more Nintendo content, tell your friends and all that good stuff so we can continue growing the community. But if you don't like the content or the video, let me know why so I can improve the content in the future. So, we are here in the Wii U eShop, and I wanted to make this partly because this is going to be a throwback, kind of a nostalgic feel, excuse me, you know, once this closes next year. And also want to talk about some of the games because there are apparently over 700 plus Wii U games, and approximately half of those were released both physical and digital. And we got a bunch of stuff from first party to third party to virtual console and everything else in between. So we're going to go through that bit by bit in this video. So just taking a look at some of the first party games, we have the Wind Waker HD, we have Twilight Princess HD. Some of these are also 3DS, by the way, so we can get a little bit of a sneak peek at that as well, like Mario and Luigi Dream Team, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Nintendo Land, right? This is retail and download, of course. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon on the 3DS, Super Mario 3D World, a bunch of these different games, right? Again, the Wii games that you can play on here. Again, if you can buy the physical version, great. But there's a lot of first-party games, right? Nintendo Land, Mario Party 10, Super Mario Maker, Splatoon. We have Splatoon right here, for example, right? Smash Bros. For the Wii U, Twilight Princess HD, Wind Waker HD. A lot of these games, the physical versions are going to go up in price, and the digital versions are no longer going to be available. So if you guys want to purchase these games, you have to do so soon. Again, Splatoon 1, such a great game. It's, you know, obviously the game that introduced Splatoon. There's games we don't have yet on the Nintendo Switch, like Twilight Princess HD and Wind Waker HD, unfortunately. Now, there is a lot of time between now and the close of the eShop, so who knows, between now and then we could get Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD ported over to the Nintendo Switch. There's been rumors about it, but as of right now, at the time of recording this, we don't yet have it. So those are a couple games that are really big games that we don't yet have on Nintendo Switch that will be leaving, you know, the Wii U. And if you do want the Wii U version, if you're a collector, then now is the time to pick up these games, whether software or physical. Again, physical, I mean, these games have already gone up in price somewhat. They're going to continue to skyrocket in price, especially with the close of the Nintendo eShop. Of course, we also have third-party games such as Rayman Legends. We have Zombie U. Do you guys remember Zombie U? That was a great game in and of itself. That was something that, you know, kind of showed off a little bit of what third-party games could be on the Wii U. Fortunately, we didn't get more third-party support, you know, or too much more. But there was a few third-party games as well on the console that is worth looking into if you guys do want these versions. Again, there's some versions that are going to be on other platforms, such as Rayman Legends, which has been on a bunch of different platforms. But some of these third-party games have exclusive features on the Wii U itself. Now, while updates will still be available for games that you own for the foreseeable future, this does not include paid DLC for games such as Mario Kart 8, which you can see all these different packs right here, for example. We have Smash Bros. Wii U, Pikmin 3 with their challenge maps, Hyrule Warrior expansions, new Super Luigi Bros. U, which did get a physical release, sure, but there's still a bunch of DLC that you're not going to be able to get unless you own and you purchase right before the eShop closes. Now, given a lot of these games did see some Nintendo Switch re-releases, but not every single one, and again, if you want the Wii U versions, then that's something to take into consideration as well. Beyond that, we have all the virtual console. You can see we got the NES, the Super NES, the Game Boy Advance, N64, Nintendo DS, the Wii. We have a bunch of virtual console stuff. Now, you might say, well, hey, well, I got Nintendo Switch Online, so I'm good, right? Well, here's the difference. With virtual console, you own it. Right? You can see Super Mario Bros. 3. I've purchased it. I own it. And that's there forever. I don't need a subscription to play it. The Nintendo Switch Online variations, you need to be subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online to have access to it. It's a license. You don't own it the same way. I mean, technically, any digital game is a license, but you know what I mean? You don't own it the same way as purchasing a digital game. So there's all the virtual console stuff that you may want to look into. Again, we have, you know, the NES, the Super NES, Game Boy Advance, Wii, N64 even, Nintendo DS. Some of these games we've seen, you know, again, on the Nintendo Switch Online, Ocarina of Time. We're going to see Majora's Mask soon on Nintendo Switch Online. A lot of them we haven't seen yet, though so either, and who knows if we will. And again, if you want to actually own them, then the Wii U and the 3DS versions of Virtual Console is the place to get it. There are about 346 Virtual Console games across 7 different platforms here on the Wii U eShop alone. So if there's any of these games you want to get before the eShop closes, you should do so now and as soon as possible. These are a lot of great games to have in your collection, and you know, so you can continue playing whether you're subscribed to Nintendo Switch Online or not. So again, there's 700 plus Wii U games that are going to be affected from this. Over 256 eShop games are eShop only games that they don't have a physical release. So there's a lot of games that you're going to need to be able to get on the eShop if you want to add to your collection, because there's not going to be physical versions. And like I said before, the physical versions of a lot of the games that you can get are going to go up in price, especially the first party and even some of the third party games that are a bit more popular, such as Zombie U, for example, maybe Rayman Legends even, but especially the first party titles, they're definitely going to go up in price if they haven't already began to. So I would highly suggest, if you don't care about getting software, the digital version or the physical version, then get the software as soon as possible. Or if you can find the physical version for your collection, even do that sooner, because even physical games are going to be affected by the eShop closing, as well as we see an increase in price for them as well. It's going to be hard to find. So that's a look at the Wii U eShop before it closes in 2023. Again, make sure you guys get as many of these games as possible while you can. You know, we still have all these different categories for ease of use. You can go ahead and search for games on the left side. You can still refill your balance. Again, we talked about this whole thing and the details of it in a different video. I'll link it down in the description below. But buy these games while you can, whether they're physical or software, or digital rather, excuse me. So let me know if there's any games you plan to try to pick up either for the Wii U or the 3DS before the eShop closes, or if you're basically just happy with where you are right now. Maybe you don't even own those consoles anymore and whatnot. So let me know your thoughts. This has kind of just been a nice little look back at the Wii U eShop, and a little kind of PSA, I guess you could say, as well, kind of going over some of the stuff that's going to be affected when the eShop closes. Again, sad news. I wish they would have just kept it open, but I guess, you know, there's two sides to it. Maybe not enough people are using it to make it justified still. So, and eventually you do got to move on to just supporting the newer platforms and stop supporting the older platforms, I guess, and whatnot. So anyways, let me know your thoughts in the comments, and if you plan to pick anything up, and I'll see you guys soon in another one. Stay safe, stay well, and stick around for more Nintendo content. Until the next one, my friends, game on, and thanks for watching.